After financial and non-financial tagging, we need to see what is the final output of the work that we've done. For this, we have a generate tab on the top. We'll just click on this. This page would appear in front of us. We need to enter these mandatory dates. And from the scroll down option on the top, we would select whether we need the instance document for balance sheet or income statement. We click on balance sheet and then create instance document with the create instance document tab at the bottom. On this page, we could see list of certain errors appearing. This is again an internal validation in the software that would tell us that these are certain errors in the document. On the top, we could see list of elements which are mandatory but not tagged. So these elements are mandatory as per MCA, but they're not tagged. These are all the details. So these are the tuples that we have created in the software. And below there are list of elements which are mandatory and assigned with 0 value. So these elements are mandatory. So software would automatically take 0 value if the value is not provided. Now on the top, I could see, do you still want to generate instance document? I would say yes. If these errors are appearing, you could go back to your file, rectify these errors, and then come back again for the instance document. Right now, to generate the instance document, I would create yes. I would save my instance document. File created successfully. This is the XML file or the instance document that is created, and this is the only file that needs to be uploaded on the MCA portal. Now the XML that is created is a machine readable document that is not human readable. For human reading purposes, we have an inbuilt viewer in the software. We have this tab at the bottom as view print. Once we click on this tab, I could be able to see the tree structure form of my final output that would be human readable. So this is the work that I've done, and I could view this using the view print option that's the inbuilt viewer in the software. We'll just cross off. Now, we also have integrated the validation tool, that's the MCA validation tool, into the software. We have this tab on the top. Now, once we have our XML file or the instance document with us, we need to validate it using the MCA validation tool. As we click on MCA validation tool on the top, this window would appear. So we'll just press open and we'll select the XML file wherever it's saved. We'll select main because right now it's main. We have tagged balance sheet. We'll click on sources and application of funds. This is the output that we have done. Now I need to validate my output. I'll click on file on the top left. There's an option for validate. I'll click on validate. These are the errors that are appearing in front of me, which were there during the course of my tagging. So I need to rectify them before uploading it on the MCA portal. We have an error for paid up share capital because the schedule is not tagged. We have an error for loans and advances. We have certain errors because we haven't tagged these items. These are the errors that we could see. Now, for example, we have an error for provisions. What we need to do is we need to go back to your file rectify these errors, and then come back and validate it again. So we have an error for provisions. We'll go back to our financials and rectify the same. So in our balance sheet we had provisions here. For provision, the schedule would be K, so we'll add schedule here. Now we'll go to the schedule. We'll just tag the schedule. Provisions for income tax and FPT. Now schedule went green. In balance sheet as well, schedule went green. Now let's again generate a new instance document. We need to again enter all the dates. We'll select balance sheet, create instance document. These are the errors as we discussed earlier. Do you still want to generate the instance document? Yes. We'll just name our file. Now this is the final document after the rectification for provision. Now what we'll do is we'll again validate it. File, we'll go to open, we'll select our new instance document. We'll select main from here. Now we need to validate it. We'll again go to file, press validate. Now we'll just look for the error for provisions. Is it still there or it disappeared? So now we could see that the error for provisions is not there because we correctly tagged the entire schedule for provision. So this is how we need to do it for every item, every error that we would get once we validate our file using MCA validation tool. So this is the same procedure that would be followed throughout. And once there would be no error here, we can go ahead and upload the file on the MCA portal. If in case we need any kind of help, we have a help tab on the top. We could just go ahead and click on the same. So this was a software demo and all the utilities in the software. Thank you.